Sziasztok! Ez az i.BL csatorna. Sziasztok, ismét egy kis Jade Empire, amikor kicsit egy kis technikai gond miatt, amikor egy rész kicsit rövidebb lett, de most az nem lesz nagyon bepótol, vannak a kieső ideje. Reméltem most meg lesz az 1 órás időtartam. És igen, arra fel kell menni.
Your parentage is below average, and your ancestry is of questionable worth. You dress yourself in the manner of a common laborer. Nobody's paying any attention.
Keep trying, just as I instructed.
Your physique seems exceptional. Clearly you are a peasant. A noble could afford sloth. Your breath is like the wind of an ox. Your last meal was of suspect quality. Your beliefs are superficial, and your culture is substandard.
Hold! You must forgive my servant. He was acting for me. I asked him to find someone not distracted by mere insults, someone who would command respect. I must say, your refusal to stand for it was admirable. I think you are exactly what we need. Please, my intent is noble. An outlander arrived several days ago, and now we cannot get him to leave. He's consuming copious amounts of our food and wine. He balks at our attempts to calm him and answers requests for payment with strange coins of questionable value. He needs to go. The Outlander is not a dignitary or traveling merchant. He is a parody of civilized behavior. He spews insults at the Emperor himself. So far, he has escaped the notice of any higher officials. Perhaps he was mistaken for an actor in a troupe, but that will not last. If he is reported, the Lotus assassins will take notice. They'll want to know if he was harbored or his offense was encouraged. Guilt by association is enough for them. Oh, we don't want a murder. We just want order restored. But he doesn't respond like we do. He proposes challenges we don't understand, and then declares himself the winner. Several of our brightest have faced him, but as soon as they get the better of him, he sets off his strange firework and says they are beaten. Normally, the peasants like it when we intellectuals are maligned, but they tire of his presence too. Getting rid of this nuisance will endear you to many. That is not the conviction I was hoping for, but no one else has been able to help, so it will have to do. At your convenience, then. He is in the Scholar's Garden, and no amount of opposition has moved him. Please, I hope you will prove to be a worthy opponent.
Szóval mellékküldetés nem tud kikerülni. Kívül el a találmány külföldét. A fotószminiszternek nagyon tetszik eltámogatni, így megkért, hogy segíts neki megszabadulni a külfölditől. Ez a fellengzés bőlény folyamatosan séteket a járbirodalmat. Ott van Zene és művészetek. A zene és a többi művészet elengedhetetlen alkotóelemek. A jelen birodalomban, mint minden igazán civilizált ember, még a legközönségesebb alatt is élvez a zenét a mindennapokban. A jelen birodalom zenéje önmagában kielégíti minden művészeti vágyat, a alsóbrendű, madabb népek, akik körbevesznek minket. Semmit sértünk igazi kultúrát. Primitív zajaik és csápítozások közelébe se érnek a víznyelő mesternőnek, vagy hullócsira zenéinek. Éppen ezért a kultúrát emberként a mi feladatunk, hogy elvigyük fejlett művészetek hírét a kevésbé fejlett népeknek.
I hope my daughter will grow to be as beautiful as the princess, though perhaps less
Tetszik
unruly.
neked a hercegnek?
The busy streets are almost overwhelming. It is hard to keep focused on what we need to do.
Van valami. Ja, még ez mellékküldetés keretében olvasható el egyébként. Tudósok kertje.
I didn't expect you in your strange training to make it to the Imperial City. You are proving to be a very interesting person. I should have seen it coming. I suspect that we share a similar strength. No one has compassion for the troubles of a princess. I am restrained by fawning servants, but as Silk Fox, I can go anywhere, and no one hides their true intentions. There is a thrill, of course, and it allows me to find information useful to us both. Death's Hand brought your master Li to the palace a few days ago. I saw the flyer. He was bound in chains. He must be powerful, but I still don't believe he is Sun Li, the glorious strategist. Sun Li died 20 years ago. Everyone was told that he and Prince Qin, the third brother, fell defending the Empire. Now, it seems they may have been traitors. I discovered this looking through records for information on Death's Hand. Perhaps he tried to influence Sun Li and Sun Qin before corrupting my father. But it doesn't matter who your master is. I could take you to the palace, but Death's Hand controls what my father hears. He must be discredited for you to succeed. The palace is protected by the wall, which is guarded by whole garrisons. Not even birds pass over. Dragon powder turrets are manned night and day. I'm sorry, but the palace is fortified beyond reason, and only the official seal of the court allows passage within. You need me, and I need you. A wise decision. His hold over my father is nearly absolute, but if we could show conclusive evidence of his crimes, my father would have to listen. I know how. Construction on the wall has stopped for the first time in generations. The workers now toil in factories building powerful creatures of stone and clay called golems. Death's Hand could use these automatons to seize the Empire, and my father is oblivious. We must infiltrate the Lotus Assassins and find evidence of this treachery. We need need proof of Death's Hand's intent from the seat of his power, the Lotus Assassin Fortress. It would be impossible to assault, so just walk in. They are recruiting. Have any Lotus Assassins who saw your face lived to report back? I doubt it. They will not recognize you as the person who fought them in Tian's Landing. They have a vague description full of guesswork that has guards holding people at random. Besides, they expect an attack, not someone trying to catch their eye. I would wager that you may profit from their tasks too. Can you see the beauty in using their own methods of recruitment to fight them? I think they deserve it. There are guilds within the Lotus Assassins. Executioners look for fearsome warriors. Inquisitors are more subversive, and they look for cunning in their agents. If you prove yourself in the arena, they will notice you. My people can spread rumors of your interest. The Executioner will take a real interest when you finish the silver round.
Ezt is legáig el kell jutni.
Or if you prefer, the Inquisitor recruiter is also seeking new people. He might be open to persuasion.
Igen, úgy kétféleképpen lehet eljutni.
Take advantage of the fact that they don't know you as a threat. They won't know anything is wrong until you storm their lair. Death's Hand rules over the Lotus Assassins, so I take special interest in their activities. I've had most of my life to ask questions. You suspect my motives? You have no reason to doubt me. If I wanted the Lotus Assassins to find you, I could simply tell them your name. Yes, I will have my people spread rumors of your interest. Once you pass the silver round, the Executioner will take an interest. I'm sure he will find you as impressive as I do. Or, if you prefer, court the Inquisitor. Ask Scholar Dongao in the Scholar's Garden about him. I hear Dongao is closer to the Assassins than he should be. Unless you want me with you, I will wait at your flying machine. You travel with such interesting peasants. I'm sure I'll be entertained for hours. A wise preference. No offense intended to your amusing companions.
Tégmentése. 10 perc alatt jutottunk idáig, igen. Beszélj tudósodó Wonggal, az inkvizitorok, az, hogy be is az inkvizitorok vagy a Lotus-ódékosok elébe kell nyújtani valami toborzóikat. Az inkvizitorok olyanok szeretik, akik eszesek és ravaszak. Keresd meg a kivégzi toborzós élmények, azt mondta, hogy végzik az önállóság és a birodalmi olyan hasonlatos képességét próbálják, alapján veszik fel az embereket. Sémrók emberei elkezdik teljeszteni a pletykát, hogy szeretnék bebeállnak végzők közzé. Valószínűleg mind a kettőt megpróbáljuk. A fizikai univerzum, a cáfolat. Shao Xiang ismét elsiklott a filozófusok vitáján, központi témájának felett. Nem akarunk hátráltatni a fejlődés nélkül, megadják az embereket abban, hogy tanulhassanak. A filozófusok annyit szeretnének megtudni a környező világról, amely csak lehetséges, azonban mi keressük az isteni jó akarat nyomait a fizikai világ dzsungelében, és ellentmondom mindazoknak, akik oktani módon eldobálják a múlt tradíciót, csak mert maradniaknak tartják őket. A tanulás a múlt tisztelte megfér egymás mellett is. Mi úgy is szeretnénk tanulni, hogy közben nem szentségtelenítjük, hogy jól tudom, minden szentségtelenítjük meg a mennyei lényeket, akik megállítottak minket a létezés ajándékából. ostogatom, nem menjen a két.
Well, look who we have here. There's no princess to save you this time.
Rám ne nézzél, milyen van
Do
most.
you think we'd forget? You can't humiliate us and just walk away.
Don't look at me. I can't do anything right now. Not like this.
We'll teach you to insult a guard of the Imperial City.
Legendary strike!
Kibasszak. Gyere csak itt. Verd le az égőt. Na, szórjál egyet. Égetsed magad, fiam. Nem tudok forogni. Na jó. Be a satuba. Ezt a köcsököt nem lesz ilyen verni. Varázs lett, hallani. A lók? Ja, kígyó. Micsoda volt. Tudós go.
Welcome, friend. The lecture won't be starting for a little while, though your enthusiasm is appreciated. I wouldn't worry about seating. Those interfering philosophers have made sure that very few people will be attending the lecture. Oh, that's too bad. Perhaps after I've answered some of your questions, you will change your mind. What would you like to know? What? That's quite a question. I'm not sure who told you, but I'd appreciate it if you would keep your voice down when asking those kinds of questions. Nobody here suspects me to be anything but an overzealous scholar, and I'd like to keep it that way. So you want to know about the recruiter? You have a flying machine, do you not? Yes, I know about that. Go back to the landing area and someone will meet you there. He already knows, I'm sure. Now go, and I will not speak to you about this any further.
Your course is set. The Inquisitor will be waiting at your camp. Appease him, and you'll be on the road to appeasing me.
Találkozatok volt, szóval tudós Dungo egyetlen nem megfelelő az inkvizitorról kérdezte, beleegyezett, hogy összehozva egy találkozott az egyik inkvizittal borzoljukkal, így egy lépéssel más közel kerültél ahhoz, hogy beépülhess a autószógyilkosok közé. Így fókuszoltál. Varázslatállnak. Fizikai univerzum, a tudós hipotézise az a feltételezés, hogy én nem tettem meg a mennyei lények létének fontosságát, több mint nevetséges. Tiszteletem teszem azon a templomban, mert tisztelem azokat, akik megáldottak minket elme és kíváncsiság hatalmával. Zsiang, a filozófus nem képes átlátni a probléma valósokát, inkább bebújik a vallási vita mögé. Tudósok friss felfedezési rávilágítottak, hogyan alakulnak ki például a felhők. A filozófusok, akik Zsiang vezet, utasítják ezeket az elméleteket, anélkül, hogy meghallgatnák őket. Úgyis fejlődhetne így a társadalom, ha nem fogadjuk el az új ötleteket, teóriákat. A filozófusok ragaszkodnak a tradíciók, még ha ez a ragaszkodás a jólétükbe is kerül. így gyűjtünk tapasztalatokon, nem csak harcban. Tudószenny. Filozofus Sendao. Jiao. Csak meg kell. Bár nem tök ilyet.
As amusing as your savage dances are, once again I have proven the superiority of setting your nose to the grindstone and not mucking about. Now bring some refreshments in a proper mug, or I'll take back the coins of my home and country. Don't you heathens know the worth of a proper king's halfpenny?
Generous visitor, if our customs are so displeasing to you, perhaps you should find lodging elsewhere?
Please? And leave you lot to your primitive ways? Tell them what I think of that, Squire Percival.
Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, the magnificent bastard, will do no such thing. He means to educate you all.
Good lad. Found him wading in the mud, planting weeds. You can't keep your crackers crisp doing that. Can't help you if you don't know the horror of a soggy biscuit. I've given him dignity, and unless one of you has the will to deny that I'm your better, I suggest you start learning. We'll have you in proper trousers by the morrow. What's it? Someone's stepping to the fore. Let's have a look at you. A woman? My dear, not sure what topsy cradle you fell from, but in my country a lady knows her place, unless she's queen. The simple truth is that I have tested every one of you who has come forward, whether in tests of wit or combat. You faced a champion of king and country. Now, I didn't ask to land here, but if a storm is going to cast my ship into the very heart of such a dark empire, I'll bring the light of knowledge wherever I can. You must hunger for guidance. You're like children. I mean, only a handful of you can even grow a decent moustache. What kind of place is this? Is that your answer? To throw yourself into mindless combat? Only proves my point. The lot of you could bury me with bodies, but I'd still be your better. But if you want to bring more to the table, and a decent height table, none of this kneeling malarkey, I will grant you a chance to prove you are adequate. But I will acknowledge that I am likely to disagree just because I know you are lacking. We will need educated men to judge the merits of our arguments. Huh. Any dog can bite, but very few can speak. I've gone to pains to learn your barbaric tongue, only to find that none of you has much to say. I've heard a distinct lack of couplets and quatrains, to say nothing of pentameters. Is it any wonder you people live as you do? I charge you with defending the heart of your people. If a group of judges determines that you have adequately done so, I will declare you the winner. Not until you've earned the right. Your people claim to be honorable. If you attack without my agreement, you'll have proved my point. You've already seen the results of that. The young man before you wanted to progress to combat without meeting my conditions. I soundly put him down. So So for all of your complaints about me being closed-minded, you refuse to debate me? It's as I said, you are a backward and unenlightened people. Return when you have the spine to put your mind to the test. Until then, go plant a field or
Csak nem úszom magad, így nem tudom, de begyart meg. Még a szócsatában nem van a kívülre a védnő járapidem kultúrát. Már én? Miért akar a kultúrminiszter eltávolni szerint a külföldi, de tudós, hogy kétségben a férfi nem. Hajlandó elmenni, inkább szeretném megreformálni a kultúrát, még akkor is, hogyha az örökre valóságot mi szégényben. Csak úgy.
Back again? What for? You don't even make a proper coward. You keep coming back for more. Have you changed your mind? Are you willing to debate the heart of your supposedly enlightened culture? To follow that with a test of physical prowess as well. It's more likely I'll teach the rest by making an example of you. Here, these 5 standing about will be our judges. They look like a varied lot. Go on, talk to them all to prove I haven't coerced them. We'll begin the debate when you're ready. Then we'll see how you fare in combat. Doubt you'll do very well. Like the rest, you're all just too damn skinny.
I heard you accept the Outlander's challenge. I'm grateful you have seen fit to defend us all. I would be honored to sit in judgment of the debate. Several of my fellow scholars have also volunteered. To do otherwise would only help the Outlander win in the long run. If he wants a true debate, we will allow it to progress fairly. Of course, I doubt his arguments will have the weight that he expects, not here in the heart of the Jade Empire. The best course is to appeal to the individual preferences of the judges. We are theoretical thinkers, really. It is not so much the subject, but the tactic that triggers reaction. Each judge will respond only to argument styles they favor. If a judge likes fact, use it once and he will join your side. Use it again and he will switch back just to further debate. Other arguments may not interest him at all.
Szóval a tényeket kell mondani, azt csipázzák.
I am ill-equipped to see my own faults, but I, like my fellow scholars, am adept at exploiting the weaknesses of others. Scholars Heng and Zhao are easily swayed with simple facts. Cite such details and they are certain to change their opinion either for or against. I wish you luck. I look forward to your defense of the Empire.
Találkoz... Ja nem, azt a kívülállam, hívta a külföldét vitára, hát ha sikerül elérteni. Tudós, hogy kertjének, hogy kivelegítéli meg Marassa a párbajt.
Well, ready to set the ponies in motion, are we? Let's declare some rules and get to it. You don't mind if I make this interesting, do you? I just want to make sure that this is more entertaining than simply blathering about whose walls are higher or whose philosophers really know what's what. It will be a simple matter. 5 judges, 6 topics. I'll pose my argument about why your foolish land stumbles like a child, and you try to answer. The judges will raise their arms to indicate whom they favor. Arms up for you, arms down for me. After 6 topics, if you have a majority, you are the winner. By the Queen's corset, if you get them all on your side at any time, I'll declare the match over. Now, shall we proceed? I will pull no punches, and I expect no mercy on your part. Let's see which of us is truly superior. Well, what shall be my first point of contention? I know, the most basic of concerns for a culture, the currency of its economy. What manner of society would use the silver coin as the basis of trade? Gold is clearly superior, which you admit by using it for important statuary. Your understanding of what determines value is flawed. Your rebuttal?
Szóval kérem, értsem meg az érték a pénzben, mert nem tudom. Azt hiszem ez az arany ritkaság. Azt hiszem tényekre kell támaszkodni.
Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter.
Ehhez képest most én tudtam el.
I call attention to the arrogance of your empire. You simply assume that all lands outside your borders are the domain of barbarians and monsters. How can you truly know they are uncivilized until you've proven it by conquest? Crush them beneath your heel. You sit here thinking while far-off lands yearn for direction, not unlike what I am attempting to do.
Az első. Nem fogok rászakadni magunkra másokra.
Well, a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. Shall I draw attention to your foolish reliance on personal combat? You've got strange dragon powder arms, but you waste them on spectacle and flying chariots. Any decently civilized people would have developed a proper array of personal sidearms by now, like old Mirabelle here.
Well,
a majority on your side, but the debate is not over yet. I challenge your foolish beliefs and the irrational behaviors they produce. Dragons, spirits, and even talk of unresting dead. Just look at the collective foolishness that you call a floating palace. The constant superstitious yammering of your peasants even has me seeing it. And how the bloody hell would you get a moat up there? Ridiculous idea.
Hogy azt a levegőben biztos átkotás, nem mindegy. Elnézést kérem, nem tudom.
Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter to the next topic. I say that you don't seem to understand the relationship between the ruling class and the peasantry. Your commoners are far too happy to be productive. A proper spiral of misery shows that they are doing a decent day's work. Your peasants only suffer because of foolish superstitions about the dead walking around.
Ez az egyébként azt hiszem az 5. kérdés. Jobbá csak akkor dolgozik rendesen a szemben. Ennek jobb begye viszont csak ostoba, babonajtó, sétalanként szenvednek. Szerintem az első.
Well, you are clearly in the minority, but I can spare no quarter to the next topic. This will be the final topic. If you don't have a majority at the end of this round, you will have to admit that I have outdone you. A simple criticism, your ridiculous clothes. Not a decently puffed pair of trousers to be seen. I ask you, what have you done on the pantaloon front? And why do you remain so clean when any sane man knows the only way to keep devils of the dark at bay is to be brash and to carry the air of the earth? Bathing is bad for the humours as well. Do you people know nothing of maintaining your bile?
Hát, nem is tudom. Kiválasztás is megfontolom. Mondom ezt.
Well, it would seem that a majority of your fellows have decided your arguments were more persuasive. I expected no less. I could not expect a fair contest in the heart of your city. I was a fool to think otherwise. I seek satisfaction. You have bested me in debates, but true honor is decided on the dueling field. You have offended me, fool. So be it. You'll face my full wrath in the closest location with room for proper maneuvers. Mirabelle will sit you down. The entry hall here has walls to be up against, corners to be backed into, and floor enough on which to be down but not out. Whatever your metaphor, I'll beat it. Return to me when you are ready, and we will walk there together, just to ensure that no one gets lost or suffers an accident that would prevent a fair fight. Frankly, I don't know what you people are capable of. Quickly now, Sir Roderick Ponce von Fontelbottom, magnificent bastard! Is not one to let a duel grow stale on the vine.
Mentünk egyet, mert nem mozdulj majd utána. Megint ezt a szövegelési végig kell. Na gyere, verekedjünk.
There you are. Well, are we ready for this duel, or are you going to slink away again? What? Good! Let's get this over with so I can return to schooling the rest of your fellows. I envy you. You're about to experience for the first time the skill that has forged an empire and traveled the world.
Hát remélem nem fog
There will be
bebámozódni.
pain as well, but I imagine it will be almost worth it.
That's much better.
Hát de honloptam hozzá képest.
I need healing. Spirit beat. You'll never win.
Nem mondjam, hogy lelődözzék. Mint a Jade-et meglovasítom. Szél, öbörék. Akkor egy jambó.
This is it. Legendary strike.
Ennyi volt el.
That was a fine display of skill.
It was a fair fight, Sir Roderick, within the rules you specified.
Yes, old boy, you've got it right. I was really sat down, I believe. Like the fall of the old bridge across the Grand. My humours are in disarray, I tell you. I suppose I should have seen it coming. Your win in the debate was a sure sign. I do believe I have underestimated the lot of you. Regardless, you have beaten me. That's a point of honour I cannot deny. There's no need to shout. I'm sure my expulsion is part of some post-duel tradition of yours. Well, my country has one as well. To the victor goes the spoils. I wouldn't be much of an ambassador for my country if I didn't abide by its customs. The Duchess of Almsbottom's rules of engagement are quite clear on this matter. Mirabelle is yours. Treat her well. She's a finicky lady. Right, Basil, fluff my travelling trousers. We will darken this garden no more.
Egy fegyveres típus egyébként a Mirabelle egy...
A well-fought victory against that outlander buffoon. You showed that he could not best us in battle, mentally or physically. We are all in your debt, but the Ministry of Culture is particularly so. Please take this token sum of silver as payment. You certainly earned it. I did not expect this from someone who performed so well in the debate. Clearly the Outlander's boorish nature has rubbed off on you. Here, a few more coins, but there will be no more. If attention is brought to this now, you will suffer as much as the rest of us. Our business is concluded. Thank you once again. Now, goodbye.
Akkor ezek szerint még volt az híja. A titokzatos keret. Tudósok keveset tudnak arról a kultúrára, amely a jégóceán túlfelén található. Otthon egy törzsek rendkívül sok arannyal rendelkeznek, rengeteg sejmet, fészet vásárolnak, hatalmas mennyiségű munkálható fém található náluk, de persze nem olyan minőségi, mint tudom, mégis a jég-óceán túlpartja egy olyan helyen, meg kéne egyszer nézni. Sajnos kevés kereskedő fotta ér el odáig, akik viszont mégis oda térnek, csak barátságtan primitív emberekből számolnak be. Itt is kell, ott is kell, van annyi olvasni valamit. Nem a... hosszú a száj, a Jade birodalom modern történet egyik legrosszabb korszaka volt. 10 évnyi perzsai forróság, kevés csapadék, rengeteg áldozatot követelt, még a birodalom éles társ, és nem tudom mihez kezdeni. A tudósok további 3 évi szállóságot jósoltak, még a hivatalnokok tényleg nézték a 100 000-es nagyságrendű elházzási rátát. A Sanhai császár azonban eldöntötte, vége az asszának, és azonban vége is lett. A császár istenek karatán keresztül visszatérte az élet a felperzselt földre, és visszaállt a rend. És van egy fizikai univerzum, az utolsó szolgál a világ, amelyben élünk nem olyan egyszerű, mint ahogyan azt Jiang filozófus állítja. A fizikai univerzumon szóló tézisében elmélete az isteni időjárás és az éjszaka befolyására, bár érdekesek, mégsem bizonyítottak többnek, mint egy anyabban gyermekmesének. Anyabonyolított gyermekmesék. Dungao, a tudós friss kutatásai szerint sokkal többek az éjszakokat és az időjárás annál, hogy oktoni természet fölötti lények irányítsák őket. Világegyetem mérhető dolgokból épül fel, a természet fölötti csupán csak babonna. Még egy pár, majd 8 hiányzik hozzá, szintet lépesség. Na. Tudós gó. Tongway. Azt szerintem olvastam, vagy nem. Filozófus Habár Shao hiány a tudós számos érvet a fizikai világon szoruló tézis ellen, mégis úgy gondolom, hogy az isteni erők és a gondviselés iránymutatott tiszteletensége nagyobb, mint a körülötte lévő fizikai világ megítésének képessége. Fogalom, hogy a világban jelen van számos olyan dolog, amit nem lehet kizárólag isteni erők kell megmagyarázni. Dongong fizikai kutatásának jelentős eredményei nélkül is nyilvánvaló, hogy a mennyei lények kegyére vagyunk bízva. Rémkutatások és áldások nélkül hamar rájönnénk a kutatás és a fizikai világ megismerési egyiket sem segíteni a túlélésben. Igen, csak meg volt, mert vagy még. Azt én csodálva tudom csak elolvasni. Azt volt.
I greet you, my lady. I wonder if you might have some silver to spare. If you feel more generous later, I will be here.
Oh dear, this won't do.
No.
Oh, hello. I'm
good.
sorry, I was just muttering to myself. I'm in some trouble and... Wait! You could help me! You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help most desperately. Someone unaffected by the politics of this place. Well, of course! I suppose I could write you in as a character in one of my plays. Imagine fame and, well, immortality on the stage. Oh, silver, is it? That's simple. I know we writers are supposed to be... poor is the best word, but I never saw the point. Can't afford ink as a poor man, you see. I would most certainly pay for your time. Well, you see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? Some bastard has changed my play. I am Incisive Chorus, the playwright. I'm sure you've heard of me. And if not, you have now, I suppose. One of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the Golden Way. The play must go on, but not as they want it. The play has been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been rewritten. No! Well, yes, but not like this. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece. Of course I would pay you. In fact, I'd match... this is odd. It's just that there's no going rate for female actors or whatever you'd be called. It's unheard of. Of course there are, though I'm not supposed to know it. The entire establishment turns a blind eye to them. They deserve that much respect. I hear the bosom binding, pant stuffing, and whatnot is a far cry from comfortable. The irony is that many of them get cast as female roles. Fresh faces, you see, leaving us with a woman playing a woman through 4 layers of costume. Most unsightly. I myself have pushed long and hard for realism. Verisimilitude is the word they're throwing out these days. And what better way to avoid all that unnecessary shirt stuffing? Alas, tradition often becomes a barrier blackened by short-sightedness that is not easily overcome.
Sose jutunk volna végére.
No, that wouldn't be right at all. I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk-on part. I need you to take a role in the play and read the role the original way. You have a most regal bearing, so I'd expect you'd have no major problems at any rate acting the role of Lady 14 Flowers. If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines. Then I am, well, ruined, I suppose. The first in my family... Wait, no. Oh yes, the first to see success, and I am undone. Fine. The world didn't need to see the real... play anyway. Let them put on their tragedy. I apologize for taking your time, honored one. I am, and I am. I am.
Was that it?
Oh, sorry. Then I am, well, ruined, I suppose. The first in my... Fine. The world didn't need to see the...
Ezek szerint is történik. Erre a dologra.
I love playing in the city. There's so many places to see.
Azokat olvastam. Közel lehet. Egy szétrughat a köcsög. Mondjuk úgy.
Welcome, welcome! Someone from the Black Leopard School sent you. No, I suppose you don't quite look like one of their students. Well, no matter. If you're looking for weapons, I have quite a good selection and reasonable rates. Would you like to see what I have for sale?
Fegyverkocs.
Here you go. There's quite a lot, so take your time.
Sárkánykor. Szívátlan. Már ezt megoldjuk a következő részre, a fekete leopárdot.
Do you really think we'll find Second Brother here in the city?
Why ask me? I don't even want to be here. Second Brother probably decided he didn't want to listen to Master Radiant anymore, and left to get some peace.
Never! Second Brother is devoted to Master Radiant. If anything, I suspect Master Smiling Hawk had something to do with his disappearance.
What? You dare accuse Master Smiling Hawk?
Quiet, you worms. You're here to look for Second Brother, not bicker like school children. Now get moving.
You're a fool if you believe what Master Smiling Hawk teaches. Brute force is not always the best way to win a battle.
Oh, and Master Radiant's ways are better? I don't think so. Brute force is the only way to get what you want, and I can prove it.
How?
I'll show you. Hey you! What do you think you're doing here? Get out of here or we'll throw you out! Ha! Not bad. You've got some spirit, but it'll take more than that to get past us. Now, how about you just turn yourself around before you get hurt? Boys, we may be young, but we've trained all our lives. Come on, let's teach our visitor some respect.
Legendary strike!
Na gyere! Növendék! Sem. Hát az meg úgy van, mint a...
Peace, third brother. That is no way to treat a guest. Enough. Leave us, third brother, before you disgrace the school and yourself, and take these novices with you. I'm very sorry about that. We are not accustomed to having visitors. My name is First Brother Kai. Welcome to the Black Leopard School. Indeed. Normally they would not be so ungracious to guests. Fortunately, you seemed more than capable of handling the situation. In all my years, I've never seen anyone but a master with skills like yours. I would not normally ask, but would you be interested in joining our school? It would be an honor to have someone of your skill. Well, it's obvious that you can fight, and I assume you want to improve like all fighters do. Even someone of your skill could find a challenge or two here. The school provides a safe place to practice against different opponents with different styles. You will no doubt catch the eye of one of the masters. They know unique styles and would likely teach you, if you impress them. Excellent. I must speak with the masters on your behalf. They are the final judge of such matters. Wait here. Good news. Master Radiant agreed to let you join. A rare honor indeed. In fact, he would like to meet with you, once you have proven yourself. First, however, Master Radiant wants to ensure that your fight against the novices was not just luck. You must now defeat each of the brothers here at the school. An impressive feat, but it was only one fight. As skilled as you are, you must understand that a great fighter must be consistent to remain great. You have proven you can defeat our novices. Now you must prove yourself against the brothers. The brothers have trained long, and are second only in skill to the masters. Sixth brother is the least skilled, so you will start with him. Work your way to third brother. If you succeed against him, you will then challenge me. Our students are the best in the Empire. They just might surprise you. I must be honest with you. I believe Master Radiant has a plan in allowing you to join us. As you may have heard, there are 2 masters at this school. Master Radiant and I have tried for some time to temper Master Smiling Hawk's ways. He is cunning and ruthless, and has little regard for students. Normally I wouldn't speak openly about such things, but you are new, and your skill will draw his attention. Be careful. Master Smiling Hawk is a dangerous man. It is not just his fighting skills that make him dangerous. Master Smiling Hawk's need for power consumes him. He cannot be trusted. For now, be careful and focus on defeating the brothers. Start with 6th brother and ask him to fight with you. I'm sure he'll be eager. Once you've defeated all the brothers, come and see me. Good luck.
Szimpléből se zárik akkor a mai részt. 13. szint. Ilyen gyensúlyozott, igen. Van 13, akkor talán győzd a 6. testvért, a fekete lapatiskó. Talán a növendékek ellen harcolni, nagy testvér kell felentessedek az a fekete lapatiskó, úgy tűnik a fekete lapatiskónak nem tudja melyik mesterét kövesse. Ja, oké. Csak most a micsoda oda lett. Eddig 293-at győztem. Kedvenc stílus az előleges küzdő, igen, kedvenc van balancsérdag, jégszilánk, Claudimo, vihas sárka. Csak ulatik előbb meg kellett volna switch-et csinálni, utána megnézni, mert... Ja, jól működik. Fel van maxolva. Még melyiket akartam én ezt? Itt akarok így. Ez 4 kell, ez is 4 kell. Jó van akkor. Most egy kis móka, egy kis kacagás.